Nicole.
Well, look who decided to come back.
I'm sorry for leaving without saying anything. You can punish me however you see fit, Nicole.
What's the use in punishing you? If anything, I'd prefer some compensation. So, how do you plan to make it up to me? I'm waiting.
I'll give up my favorite burger. From now on, I'll eat noodles every day.
Hey, that's more like compensating General Chalk than me.
That won't cut it, huh? Then I won't try to squeeze in between you and Nekomata when we watch movies.
Come on. Nekomata's usually the one who's squeezing in between you and me. Show me some sincerity here.
I see. Okay. I'll forfeit my paychecks from now on.
Oh?
Yes, and I'll persuade Billy to give up his pay too. Is that good enough for you?
Wait a sec. Are you trying to tarnish our reputation as an honest business? Forget it. You owe me big. I'll tell you what I need from you later.
Nicole.
Fine. Forget it. Just spare me that pitiful look. Listen, Anby. It doesn't matter who you were or what mess you've gotten into. The cutting hairs doesn't need to be a burden to you. We don't need you to shield us, and we won't intrude when you need space. You're not the only one here with a troubled past. I just wish you'd trust me more. Otherwise, I feel like I'm a total failure.
Sorry. I won't try to justify what I did. I shouldn't have run off on my own. Once this is over, I'll answer all your questions. No more hiding anything.
That's my good girl. You're a terrible liar, you know.
I know. By the way, I have a favor to ask you.
Oh, you finally need me?
Yeah. There's a woman who looks like me. She wears a Defense Force uniform and goggles. I think she should be pretty easy to spot. Can you help me locate her?
Piece of cake. On average, finding a cat takes us 3 hours, 14 minutes, and 8 seconds. Finding a person is way easier. I'll contact some of my sources. I'll let you know as soon as I get any information.
Who's there?
Anby! It's you!
Yeah, it's me. A reliable source mentioned that you've been worried about me lately.
Nonsense! Where did you hear something like that? Darn it, Billy. I'll scratch all this paint off like scrubbing a nonstick pan with steel wool. I swear on my favorite mackerel that I will.
I'm touched. Thank you, Nekomata.
Don't be. And no thanking me.
I heard you even prepared a gift for me.
A gift? Well, yeah, I did. But it's not like I made it just for you or anything. Here you go.
Oh, a doll. Is it supposed to be me? With this rough stitching, I'm guessing you sewed it yourself? This is too much, Nekomata. I can't accept this.
Nah, stop being dramatic. I got a doll-making kit and was gonna make one that looks like Nicole. But it turned out super ugly, with a big head and tiny little body. It didn't look anything like Nicole. So I altered it a bit and, wow, it somehow looked just like our Anby.
But I don't look like this.
No, it's exactly like you. It's like your little twin. Go on, take it. Keep it with you all the time, and don't let it out of your sight.
You want me to carry it and never let it out of my sight? Oh, wait, you didn't stash some sort of contraband inside it, did you? Are you trying to get PubSec to arrest me?
Yeah? Just because I'm a street cat doesn't mean you should be prejudiced like that. There's no contraband in the doll. I swear on Nicole's lap.
All right, I'll trust you. Let me do something for you in return. How about some mackerel noodles?
Oh, Lady Nekomata appreciates your rare treat. But not now.
Not now? But the noodle shop is close by.
Once things settle and you're safe, you can treat me to those mackerel noodles.
So, here you are.
Sorry, Anby. I snuck out with her.
Are you feeling okay?
Are you speaking to me? You seem familiar. Like I've seen you somewhere before, but I can't quite remember.
I'm Anby. Does that name ring a bell?
No. I don't recall anyone named Anby. Sorry. Maybe we knew each other, but this person named Trigger told me that my memory's off right now. I'll get better. And maybe then I'll remember something about you.
I see. Where did you and Trigger go today?
We tried some food called noodles. They were this amazing, fiery red color. It was delicious. Then we pet some creatures called cats. They were different than I expected, surprisingly soft. We went to an arcade, did some shopping, drank some tea milk, and even opened surprise boxes. Then we went to a dim, noisy place and watched a movie. I think that's what they called it. During the movie, someone took advantage of the dark environment to attempt a theft. Fortunately, I still remembered some basic combat skills, so I managed to subdue the thief and turn them over to public security. The public security office isn't far from here. After we wrapped up there, Trigger suggested we watch the sunset by the river.
You sure know how to plan a date, Trigger.
The video store manager taught me all this. I'm just a good student. Anyway, I think I did a good job. Right, Soldier 11?
Yes, I had a great time. Still, I can tell my body isn't really used to relaxing. I can always feel an urge to do some push-ups or some other exercise.
That's our model soldier for ya. So, Anby, can you relax now? Soldier 11 is important to me. I don't ever want to lose another squad mate, so I promise to look after her. You can focus on the matters at hand now. Once everything's settled, if you choose to face her, I'll be there to vouch for everything you've done for her. And if you prefer to stay out of it, no pressure. I understand the weight of your history with Silver Company. It's like a heavy chain around you both.
I'll break that chain.
I have faith in you.
Thanks, Trigger. In that case, please keep this for me while I'm away.
What's this? A doll? It looks a little familiar.
It's very cute.
Please, keep it safe until I come back. Right now, it's my most cherished possession.
Don't worry. If it means that much to you, we'll be sure to keep it safe.
Thanks.
It gets chilly by the river at night. Let's head back to the video store and get something warm to wear.
I remember you from earlier today. Anby.
It's Anby. Just Anby.
Sorry. It seems my memory still hasn't recovered yet. It's frustrating not knowing what I've forgotten.
I can help with that.
You can help?
I can tell you what you've forgotten, Harin.
Harin. Is that my name?
It was your name before you were Soldier 11. The name I knew you by. Back then, we used to find nice-sounding words to call each other. The higher-ups were aware, but didn't intervene.
I don't like that name. It sounds too weak for me.
Yes, you've said the same thing before.
So what exactly is this Silver Squad? And who decides who's qualified or not? There's a lot I don't understand. If it's connected to my past, then please tell me everything.
Sure, I'll explain it all. Just allow me to do one thing.
Huh. One thing? What's that?
allow me to apologize to you. There were many things I didn't understand then, and still don't understand even now. All I know is that we were used as pawns in a power struggle within the army. And, in the end, they chose to keep only one replica.
And that was you, Anna? As you said, you were considered the top performer.
I'm not Anna. That's someone else. But yes, I was selected. They devised an operation, a suicide mission. No one was expected to return alive. My name wasn't on the list for deployment. But the night before, you went too hard in training and got injured. So I took your place.
Did you survive the mission?
Take a guess. I saw my squad mates buried in the rubble. The memories are all a little foggy, even to this day. I'm not sure how I survived, or how I was able to stand before the senior officers.
How could they issue such a ruthless order? Sending their own soldiers to die? We're living, breathing human beings.
That's the point, Harin. Are we humans? I assume you can also issue combat orders now. When you send a squad of explosive bamboo into the enemy base, do you consider their well-being?
But Bangbu aren't humans. I don't have to consider that.
That's what they said too. Replicas aren't humans. So, they ordered Silver Squad to their deaths. But since you are still a survivor, they ordered me to execute you.
Did you go through with it?
What do you think?
It appears you didn't. But if it were me...
Would you have followed their orders?
No. I would have executed the officers who issued that suicide mission. So what did you do?
I fled. I offered to exchange my life for yours. And then fled. I didn't trust them. So disappearing seemed like the only feasible option. I knew that once I was gone, they wouldn't harm you because you were their only asset. Seems like I made the right call. At least I got to see you again. I've had a good life, but it took me a long time to figure out who to hate. If I were to hate everyone who hurt us, that would be too much. I couldn't live carrying so much hatred. It's impossible. And Nicole told me that I shouldn't hate myself. So, eventually, I realized that all the suffering stemmed from the Silver Company tech, and the fact that we replicas were not seen as humans. According to a movie Belle loaned me from the store, this is referred to as an ethical dilemma. Life shouldn't be engineered. Only then did it dawn on me that many people were already aware of this issue. There are a lot of smart people out there. So, I'm sorry, Harin.
Why apologize? According to everything you just told me, you didn't do anything wrong. I'm crying. Why am I crying?
It's all my fault. I was the captain of our squad and responsible for everyone, but I let you all down. I wasn't wise or strong enough, and I was a coward. If I weren't a coward, I wouldn't have waited until this moment to apologize. I'm only willing to share this now because I know you'll forget everything soon.
Forget everything? But that's impossible. Why?
Silver Squad soldiers who are critically injured have their recent memories wiped within 24 hours. Yours is about to reset. I can't keep avoiding this, Harin. I have to face our old squad mate. I don't know what other cards she has up her sleeves, and I can't guarantee anything. I can only try my best. I might survive, but if the worst comes to pass, I don't want you to bear the weight of my death. So, just forget this conversation and have a good night's sleep.
No, Anby. You're being selfish. I don't accept your apology. I don't!
It's almost midnight.
Anby. What is this place? What am I doing here? Who am I?
Your name is Soldier 11. Good night. Sorry. I must have been talking too loud just now and woke you up.
Anby, what are you planning to do?
What do you mean?
Come on, don't hold out on us. Are you sneaking out on some super dangerous business?
There's actually something I need to take care of. No need to worry about me. I'll be fine.
Don't try playing cute with us. Didn't I tell you before? We have a right to know about whatever it is you're involved with this time.
Plus, Anby, if you've really been working on yourself like you said, then you should learn how to ask for help. This thing you're facing, you might not be able to handle it yourself, right?
Even if that were the case, it's still my responsibility, and mine alone. At least, that's what I planned on saying.
Oh?
But the lone wolf in the movies never gets a happy ending. And even if they win, they'll end up losing their home, their pet cat, their daughter, or their lover. I don't want to lose anything or anyone important to me, Proxy. So please, help me. Take me back in that hollow and help me smash up that weird lab so I can get some closure with my former family.
Wise and I have been waiting for you to say that.
Is that your strategy then? Getting us to help you out for free?
You don't have to do it for free. Just tack it on to the Cunning Hair's tab. I'll be back to settle the bill once this is all over. But right now, I've got someplace to be.
Don't go running off into any hollows alone, you hear?
I won't. Don't worry. I want you to be the first one, Proxy. The first to witness my resolve. Long time no see. Replica number 0. Silver Squad. Captain. I thought I'd never see you again.
So, this is what you were like back in your Silver Squad days, Anby?
I never thought I'd be back in this uniform. A cool...
Your fighting style seems to have changed.
Old memories are coming back with this uniform.
This new you is so reliable, Anby.
The past me was reliable too.
True. The enemy's tough. Be careful.
Orders received.
No need to be so formal. Is this the lab that needs to be destroyed?
I never expected to one day be the one guiding you, Proxy.
Anby. Here I was thinking this was a family matter between sisters. But you've gone and brought in outside help.
You're no match for me, whether I bring help or not. Twiggy, Silver Squad is gone. You will never be able to rebuild it. We both know how difficult it is to create a Silver Soldier capable of engaging in combat operations.
What if I didn't need to?
Didn't need to. What?
There's one thing you're wrong about. I've already done it. I've achieved the conditions for rebuilding my very own Silver Squad.
This is so weird. These Ambys... No, these people. None of them seem to have any fighting abilities.
Weird. These people don't look like soldiers to me.
Twiggy, what have you done?
What do you think I've done? I've done something that can stop my organs from being harvested. That can put me in touch with the big shots at Tops. That can help fund my research.
No, that's impossible. You're harvesting and selling their organs. You created all these sisters of ours just to harvest them like animals?
I just used them to exchange for a few necessary resources to reform Silver Squad. I needed a family, really. That's all. You said it yourself. These sisters of ours, right? We are sisters. And we are family. So if we're family, why don't you feel the same pain as me? It's a real shame, you know. Neither Harry nor I were perfect enough. No matter how hard I try, all I can make are defects. Good for nothing but a supply of organs. But it's not like there hasn't been any progress. I haven't even told anyone about this yet. But just earlier, I managed to make some improvements to the technology which will stabilize control of the cloning process. Once that's in place, the cost of producing a competent soldier will be at an all-time low. We'll have achieved just what the initial project report said. The magic of producing an army out of sugar and air. Anby. Captain Anby. As things stand, there's still a chance for us to work together. You are the final piece of the puzzle. We can produce a steady supply of true soldiers so long as you cooperate. We'll keep everything under wraps until we build a huge army of our own. Just think what such an army could do. Nobody would ever dare humiliate us again. Our Silver Squad could crush New Eridu to smithereens. And you would be its commander. And me, I'm fine with whatever. Put me to death if you like. I deserve it for killing all those sisters of ours. Whatever you want. Captain, do you want to come home?
This is not my home. I feel disgusted. I'm sorry, Twiggy. But now I wish you had died back in the Hollow.
I know. I feel the same way about myself.
here! What are you doing, idiot? You absolute idiot! Are you insane? You're just a defect. Your body won't be able to handle it. You'll make everyone... I want to protect you. Protect all of you. Thank you for letting me be born. I will never let you be lonely. Why did you come?
I haven't forgotten the art of combat. Silver Company formation. TWAN, Anti-Ethereal Mark II. The current you feels really familiar.
I never expected to be able to face you like this. Stay safe. Outbound. Engaging. Show no mercy, even if our opponent is twiggy.
That's my line.
I shouldn't miss this feeling.
At least, you shouldn't miss it too often.
Don't push yourself. Understood?
Affirmative. Why did I subconsciously...
Loyalty. Fall back.
Target acquired.
The final blow.
I won't let you have it.
Did I fail the combat test again? I told you, I'm not good at fighting. But as long as Captain's here, I'll be okay. Right?
You. What are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be with Trigger?
Trigger was the one who covered for me, so I could come here. She's probably still dealing with the enemies that we met on the way here.
You shouldn't be here. You weren't supposed to remember anything.
Anby. Turns out you're not a traitor at all. You're a coward. I'd still be completely in the dark if it weren't for that funny-looking doll.
Huh? You mean there's something wrong with the doll that Nekomata gave me?
There was a camera stuffed inside its head. It recorded your whole confession to me before its battery died. I didn't understand everything, but I knew enough to take action. Seeing as we're sisters, I couldn't let you take this risk alone. And I knew that you didn't betray us. I liked that feeling. It was enough to help me believe in many things again.
Proxy, her condition is extremely unstable. Please, get her out of here as fast as you can.
Got it. Whatever happens next is something you have to do by yourself. Right, Anby?
This tech has to be destroyed. Thank you for letting me be born.
Anby, what's on your mind?
Proxy, you're still here?
Don't worry. Soldier 11 is safe with Trigger. You can trust her. Now that things are settled, Mobile Squad can take over from here. She'll be okay.
Really? That's great.
You're conflicted. Should you destroy the Silver Company tech or not?
Is it that obvious? I thought I'd made up my mind to never let this kind of evil happen again.
You're the captain of Silver Squad, Anby. The way I see it, you've made the right decision here. The Anby I know would never compromise on her resolve just because of what someone else said.
You're right. I nearly caved there. What would I do without you? Thanks, Proxy.
That's a decision that only you can make, Anby. Well, that brings proxy operating hours to an end. We'll be waiting for you back at the video store.
I've made up my mind. Oh, fried chicken burgers are classic for a reason.
Soldier 11's going to grill me about eating junk food again if I go back smelling like burgers.
Burgers don't have a smell. Even if they did, it would dissipate quickly, and she'd never know.
No, there's a smell, right?
Mm-hmm. The scent of burgers definitely lingers, especially when it's a fried chicken burger.
That's not true. Proxy, when did you get here?
I just got here. I heard you mention Soldier 11. Is she doing better? After all, the last time I saw her, she was in pretty rough shape.
Thanks. Soldier 11 would be really happy to know that you care so much about her. She's made a full recovery. She's completely regained the same training intensity as before her injury. At least with her body, I mean.
So her body's recovered, but her memory is still affected?
Not quite. I asked Anby out today to chat with her about what's going on with Soldier 11. Her memory has basically reverted to how it was before the injury. She might occasionally get someone's name wrong, but she doesn't mistake her own identity, and her short-term memory is persisting through to the next day.
She's made a recovery. That's great.
It's still too early to say. She seems to have completely blanked out what happened during the incident, including the time she spent with you, Anby.
Like I said, that's great.
You still feel the same way now? She still believes that she was betrayed and abandoned. She still hates that traitor Anby.
That's wonderful.
Wonderful.
Hudion's a way stronger person than me. Strong enough to keep living with hatred. That's powerful. I don't know what to say. All I know for sure is the target of her hatred is me. And that's good. We won't be meeting again. So, I won't get killed by her, or vice versa. But once she turns her hatred towards something, or someone else, things will get dangerous. Hudion is so pure. She's like an unalloyed metal that combusts even in water. The last thing I ever want to see is her getting hurt by her own flames.
I didn't realize you put that much thought into it.
I was just thinking about it while watching some similar movies lately.
There are movies like that?
Yeah. Wanna watch it with me next time, Trigger? We can watch it at the video store.
For sure. Drop by anytime.
Thank you, Manager. You're very kind. Even I'd blush when people are nice to me like this.
I think you're really kind too, Trigger. So, are you all still down for burgers? It's on me today. Come on, you can get whatever you like.